I'm giving my friends my credit card and their job is to scare me because they know my biggest fear. That's it. I know nothing else.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
We got scares to plan, amigo.
I'm not an easy person to scare, but while they were planning, I got to work on a different project. There's a very good reason why I'm doing this, and you'll see that they had some pretty crazy things planned.
So the first scare, Nick, what you're kind of thinking is, here we got Tyler's car. We got the smoke bomb rigged up to this lamppost. When he drives away, the smoke bomb will go off because the pin will be pulled from the string.
We probably need some sort of distraction.
We gotta go tell Tyler that one of the properties called so that we can get him to his car.
What's up?
Tyler, we're gonna go view a house.
Oh, they got back to us?
Hopefully everything goes to plan.
We had planned for the smoke bomb to go off, but it didn't seem to work.
Lucky for them, there were many more things to come. And as time goes on, the scares got worse and worse.
Almost. Next time.
Do you know how we're having a poker game next weekend with Tyler? And when he's not expecting it, we're dealing cards when he's not expecting it, one of us can just go up next to him and go...
However, this is where something unexpected happened, and at this time, I was glad to have my friends here. A stranger came to my door, and you'll see it quickly escalated to a dangerous level.
Yo, yeah, hold on.
No, man, get out of my way, man.
Bro.
Get out of my way, man. Bro, I don't want this, man. Get out of my way, man.
It's okay.
Get out of my way, man. Get out of my way, man. I go to the bathroom, man. Get out of my way, bro.
Okay, bro.
Get out of the bathroom, man. Get to the bathroom. Bro. Get to the bathroom. Where's the bathroom, man?
It's okay, yeah.
As you can see, I was completely in shock, and it got crazy.
Are you okay, Robin?
Yeah, fine. We got you.
No way!
Go inside, bro. So here's the plan, guys. We stage a break-in at his house.
What if we got a breakaway bottle so that we could have him take it and smash it on one of our heads?
I think this is good, boys.
They knew they needed to do something where I wouldn't see it coming. From this point forward, the scares became much harder to predict. I was on high alert.
It's so weird because at first I was like, you'd think like, oh yeah, sure, you can just use the washroom. But he was so pushy that I'm like, maybe there's a reason we don't want this guy using the washroom. And then he pulled out the bottle and I was like, we gotta call the cops.
If you want to use Tyler's washroom ever, just be polite.
Alright, so I have a buddy who's actually like a semi-professional wrestler. Paul, you did the video with Tyler doing the boxing.
Yeah, he got really scared. I'll distract him. We can just work out together. Yeah, we work out all the time, so he won't notice. He won't suspect a thing. Yeah.
Paul just texted me, and he asked me if I wanted to go to a gym that's really, really far north that we haven't gone to in like a year. I know this is going to be a setup for the scare video, but I'll do it.
So while we're working out, you guys can bring in the professional wrestler.
Yes.
Although I knew something was going to happen at the gym, I couldn't have predicted this. Pain has always been one of my biggest fears, so when it comes to any form of combat, the unpredictable injury terrifies me. But there's a very good reason why I'm doing this. He showed me a few ways to protect myself, then proceeded to throw me around the ring. But the reason that I'm doing this is despite it being terrifying, it forces me out of my comfort zone and causes me to grow. Fear holds us back from a lot of things, but by constantly exposing myself to it, I'm slowly becoming fearless.
I think Tyler's afraid of me right now.
It's scary, it's terrifying.
Okay, so right now, all these scares are kind of jump scares. Or scared of being hurt. But you know what the #1 fear in the world is, right?
What is?
Public speaking. What if we some way get him in front of like a massive audience?
All right, Tyler, tomorrow you're gonna present in front of 150 grade 6 students. And you only have 1 day to prepare.
Tyler did used to have social anxiety too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think that would be like a really perfect scare.
Yeah, let's do
And
it.
sometimes you find when you push yourself out of your comfort zone, it ends up being an incredibly rewarding experience. But here's where they tapped into one of my bigger fears that I've never done.
Over the summer, me and Tyler went cliff jumping and he got really scared.
I have a good idea because he tried skydiving too. I think we should take him bungee jumping, but I've looked and there's no available places in Alberta to do it.
The boys just called me and asked me to book a flight to Vancouver for 9 a.m. on Wednesday. What do they have planned?
That should be really good.
It's currently 7 in the morning and I'm just heading down to the airport to go meet up with the boys. I have no idea what's in store. They were gonna make sure I didn't know what was happening until I got there. And it was further than I thought. So while we're driving down for an hour and a half to a place in the middle of nowhere, I want to explain this project I've been working on and why I made this video. I started my social media journey a few years ago wanting to inspire people to reach their full potential. And I knew nothing at the start but slowly learned how to make videos go viral because there's way more strategy than you'd think. So I wanted to challenge myself to teach my team to make this video video almost entirely on their own to prove that any of these skills can be taught. And so now with some free time on my hands, I've finally been able to do something I've been wanting to for months. To make an online course teaching everything I've learned about getting millions of views and followers, showing the planning and behind the scenes of my videos and answering any questions you guys might have. So if you've ever wanted to become a full-time content creator, my goal is to make this the best course in the world, drastically increasing the chances you have of actually succeeding with way less time and effort. Trust me, I've put in that time and effort. And if you don't think it's the most helpful course in the world, then you get a full refund. And if you sign up before the end of the month, you get 25% off for life. And now it was time for probably the biggest scare of the video.
Because we're gonna be in a different province, I feel like he's gonna have no idea what to suspect.
Okay, Tyler, one last time. What do you think you're here to do?
I'm on a bridge.
You're on a bridge.
I'm gonna say bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping? It's a pretty good guess.
Yeah, you were right.
You ready for this, Tyler?
Yeah, it's not that high. I can probably jump like higher. Okay, I'm gonna FaceTime my mom. I think she's gonna freak out more than I did. Hi Mom, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. They brought me to a bridge and I'm gonna be bungee jumping off of this bridge.
Stop!
But they've had no deaths here.
Well, it only takes one.
They're doing this for me and I'm just about to go right now.
Why?
Because they brought me out here.
Why do you torture me?
But as it got closer to the time to jump, it started to scare me more and more. Jumping down 200 feet felt like inevitable death. But somehow, it got even worse.
I've already gone, Mom. It's good. I'm safe.
We finished all the scares and started to head back, but then...
I'm starting to feel like I'm gonna throw up. I think you need to pull over at this next turn off here.
Is that our car?
That's our car.
Nick, why would you leave it running?
Why don't we just quickly call 911?
Because Tyler knows that he's gonna be scared, we need to make sure that all these scares go off without a hitch. And not only that, they need to be scares that he's not gonna expect.
Actually, if we do end up going out to Vancouver, I have a friend out there and we might be able to set something up there as
What
well.
are you thinking?
If we're able to get Tyler out of the car, we can have my buddy come up and steal the rental.
Yo!
You definitely got me. My heart was racing a bit.
I'm just saying, it's shockingly easy to steal a car.
By living my life in fear, I've become less afraid. And if you want to become a full-time content creator, check out the link in my bio.